that I can, because now I have become so and so popular, and therefore I can speak any kind of words, and I can take the entire society to be granted?
No doubt.
There is something very dirty in his mind that has been vomited by way of this program.
In Nupur's case, my lord, there were threats, and my lord, there the statement was much worse. The only point is, my lords are right. There perhaps may have been, my lord, more FIRs in Nupur.
Words which you have chosen, if the parents will feel ashamed, daughters and sisters will feel ashamed, your younger brothers will feel ashamed.
It's a more comprehensive FIR, but not the first
FIR. And it deals with two different kind of offences which are not relatable to each other, but which are committed simultaneously by one of your co-accused.
On the same day, at the same show. Lord, it's really, my lord, all that happened, my lord, is that the Mumbai FIR sets the criminal law in motion.
If you kill one person and you fail to kill another one and you attempt to kill, then 302, 307 are committed simultaneously.
May I, my lord, use that analogy? If somebody is killed, and my lord, in the first FIR it is only mentioned that he is killed. The second FIR, there's a detailed description about how the murder occurred. It's still the same, my lord, fact.
There has to be a height of this lack of responsibility, this kind of condemnable behavior, that somebody thinks himself that I can, because now I have become so and so popular, and therefore I can speak any kind of words, and I can take the entire society to be granted.
No doubt, my lord. I can't really, my lord, in that sense, my lord, defend the morality. In fact, my lord, I was personally disgusted.
It's not the question of any individual's morality. We would have understood that one person said that I don't like this kind of word. You tell us anyone on the earth would like these kind of words to be told. Sir, you are insulting people, parents also.
No doubt, my lord. There's no doubt about that. I can't, my lord, really argue with what
kind of we don't want to say. There is something very dirty in his mind that has been vomited by way of this program. And this kind of person, why the court should favor this kind of person? Please tell us.
Lord, may I only say this? Lord, in fact, according to us, Lord, we are covered by your lordship's judgment in Nupur's case. Lord, there, the statements were perhaps, Lord,
how many FIRs were there? Please tell us.
There were more. My lords are right. There were more.
That's why we say, in a case, of course, there you will find another judgment where there were hundreds of FIR. I still refused because the persons, they were developers. They were real estate developers, and they had a huge empire of real estate properties in all over the state, all over the country, in all different states. There we declined the clubbing of the FIR for the simple reason that poor fellow, the investors are in small states. Why they should be forced to come in one place and to raise their claim?
My lords.
But we provided some other safeguards to them. So in a case where there are 2 or 3 FIRs, you please go and defend yourself.
What is the problem? May I only place, my lord, the Chief Justice's, my lord, judgment in Amish Devgan's case, my lord, which considers the law, my lord, in P.T. Anthony, my lord, Arnab Goswami, and so on. Only a few paragraphs of that judgment, if I may.
How many FIRs in this case?
My lord, there are 3, my lord, in this case, in the petitioners.
In this case, we are.
My lord, may I put it this way? Even if there are 2 in a given case, my lord, in my respect,
as we said, the golden principle is, the moment you are entangled in so many FIR, there can't be any hard stick of so many when you are using the word so many. 10 can be so many in a given case, 100 may not be so many in a given case. But the moment FIRs are registered in such a manner that there is a strong impediment against your right to defend yourself, we feel that the court must come to your rescue and provide you some remedial protective measures to ensure that you can join, put up your defense, whatever you want to say. But only because a litigant can afford, and he is, you please, I would like that investigation should be at a place of my choice. Should the court extend that?
My lords, I am obliged for the query that falls from the court. My lord, may I answer? Is there, my lord, I ask myself, an impediment that, my lord, prevents me from going before, my lord, the various, my lord, jurisdictional courts and obtaining, my lord, relief if my lord, so warranted? Would your lordship see the interim application that has been filed, the death threats that have been issued? My lord, one of the co-accused has been threatened with, my lord, an acid attack. My lord, these are the kinds of...
The state will take its... If somebody is threatening, every day the threats are being extended. That's the state's responsibility. You are a citizen of the country. That protection state will extend to you.
In Nupur's case, my lord, there were threats, and my lord, there the statement was much worse. The only point is, my lords are right. There perhaps may have been, my lord, more FIRs in Nupur's case. Here there are 3. But, my lord, if I may only say this, my lord, the law, my lord, as laid down in Amish Devgan, considering P.T. Anthony, Arnab Goswami, and so on, is that the moment there is a second FIR, that constitutes an abusive process unto itself.
And if people will, if you can try to gain cheap popularity by using all abusive language, as somebody giving threat, he also wants to be popular.
I
What
fully,
can be done?
I fully appreciate that.
Every day it happens.
Lord, please see page 12.
A couple of months back, there was a young boy. He released some video clip or some maybe WhatsApp message giving live threat to one of these serving chief minister of the state.
My lord.
And the poor fellow protected him. We knew it that he can't do anything.
So, my lord, some of them
as harmless as anything.
Some of them, I don't want to, my lord, read, but really what it says is that, my lord, he should be paraded.
No. The language used by him is better than your language.
There's no doubt.
You can read
But,
it
my lord,
or we can read it.
the threat is, my lord, one of physical
At
violence.
least nobody will feel ashamed when reading. Somebody may laugh, somebody may feel it that it's a kind of a cheap joke, but nobody will feel ashamed when the words which you have chosen, the parents will feel ashamed. Daughters and sisters will feel ashamed. Your younger brothers will feel ashamed. The entire society feel ashamed.
No doubt, my lord, I,
Kind of
as
words
an
and
officer of
the pervert mind and the perversity you and your henchmen have exhibited.
Lord, as an officer of the court, I can't for a moment say that, my lord, I can't defend these words.
He is
from a
only
moral
saying
standpoint.
2% का छपड़ी. Then he says ने सारे हदें पार करके नंगेपन का शौक है तो ऐसी टपोरी को सड़क पे नंगा करके चप्पलों से मारना चाहिए. So basic allegation is चप्पलों से मारना चाहिए. Nobody will appreciate this kind of statement by anyone. These are all.
Lord, my lord, it's a lynching of the
somebody commits wrong, the law must take its own course. We have a judicial system, we are going by rule of law. So neither we are encouraging, we are promoting this kind of threats. It's not the question. If they are doing it, then law will take course. Whatever the preventive measures are required to be taken, the state machinery must take that also. People can't be allowed, it's not a people's court that they can punish someone and they can hold you guilty and then they can punish. There is a system, that system will take care of that part. We are not approving, we are strongly disapproving this part.
I'm obliged.
But it's not something that somebody makes a statement and then actually there is an actual threat to your life. There is nothing like that.
Would your lordships not see one last minute, page 69, then I'll come back
the
to
state
Amit.
is inviting you for investigation. I'm sure the state will provide the necessary protection also.
I've been not asked by the Guwahati police to not summon
the state.
My lord, Guwahati police has summoned me, Mumbai police has summoned me. When a co-accused went, my lord, to the Mumbai, my lord, to the police station, my lord, she was heckled. My lord, my learned friend who was standing behind me, my lord, the door was open and he nearly fell out of the car. Even he, my lord, even his personal safety was, my lord, at stake.
Now, what was the business for him to go there? Why a lawyer go to police station?
Not only to accompany. He, of course, didn't,
No,
my lord.
why, under which law?
He wasn't, my lord, of course, there when the
Please,
statement
under
was
which
taken.
law? Then he is also shaming his dress.
No, I fully, my lord, appreciate. I don't want to say
What is the
anything more.
business of a lawyer to go to police station?
Lord, may I only say this, my lord, all my lord kinds of people were there to
Only
heckle
because
this
somebody can
person.
pay you and therefore you will provide your service and now you will start going to police stations. Is it the purpose of the bar council license?
It's not, my lord. May I not, my lord, I won't say anything more about this. May I only say that, my lord, the co-accused was heckled. My lord, she was not allowed to, my lord, even enter the car, my lord. Thereafter, her personal safety was at risk. And, my lord, there are very serious threats that are being issued. One last, my lord, page 69, would your lordship see, my lord, the nature of the threats of this interim application.
Yes.
And, my lord, this is, my lord, the summary of some, my lord, news channel by this, my lord, person who's a former Indian WWE wrestler. And, my lord, please see at the page overleaf, page 70. There is a full, my lord, extract of what he has said in
The
bold.
poor fellow must not be getting a match to play, therefore he says that I will do this. What is there in this threat in this?
May I only
Some
say this, my lord?
wrestler is saying like this.
Lord, it's not only one or two, my lord,
Wrestlers are
publicity
basically very
seekers.
innocent players. Whenever you interact with them, wrestlers are one of the most innocent class of players.
No doubt, my lord, no doubt. May I only say this, my lord, this is not only one or two
They don't
publicity
play chess.
seekers. Not only, my lord, one or two publicity hungry, my lord, persons who make some, my lord, stray threats. There is a pattern of, my lord, death threats, pattern of physical violence that is being threatened against me and the co-accused. Lord, somebody has threatened the co-accused with, my lord, acid attacks. May I tell your lordship, my lord, the petitioner's mother is a doctor. Lord, people have posed as patients, gone into her clinic and, my lord, abused her. So, my lord, this is the level, it's very serious, my lord, persons are now, my lord.
But then he should be ashamed that
No
what
doubt.
embarrassment he has caused to his parents.
I can't argue with that. I
And
can't
the
argue with
language he is using about parents.
I can't, my lord, argue with that.
Can
Lord, there are-
anybody in this country and in the entire world please tell us, except we know that from where he has copied. We are also not, we are not sitting in every tower.
Lordship,
You know that how he has tried to copy it from an Australian program, and from there how the,
Correct.
that was some actors dialogue he has tried to pick up.
Correct.
There are certain societies where when they warn you, there are adult channels, they warn you that children are not to watch this kind of program. The patients, the elder people may also not watch this program. They will give you a warning even to those who have little more kind of a moral fabric with those carry. Even they will warn them also that the contents may not be convenient for you. They maintain all these precautions. So when the channel from where they have copied, because they are copy and paste program.
Correct.
So they must have, please see, when you are doing it, you must also warn yourself that what kind of precautions they take.
In fact, my lord,
That
there
you
was-
don't care about.
I've taken instructions, my lord. This was a paid, my lord, locked channel. Only those who are, my lord, adults who have a credit card who can pay for the subscription. Those were the ones who were entitled to
Credit card
access.
paid channels are understandable, but it's
Correct.
open. If you go to YouTube, anybody can watch.
No, my lord, what happened was somebody, some
You have to
subscriber,
go to that, of course.
some subscriber, my lord, made a copy of a 10-second clip out of the entire 45-minute show and then posted it on YouTube. So, my lord, it was not meant for a general audience. It was meant only for paid subscribers who are adults.
It was open. It's a question of only payment. You pay and watch it.
Correct.
There is absolutely no embargo except that you have to make a payment. That, of course, you are doing for commercial venture. It's not something that you are serving any.
No doubts. Lord, may I come back to my lord Amish Devgan for a moment? My lords have seen my lord para 122, where T.T. Anthony's case, my lord, was being referred to.